one of the most...
Hey, you millionaire! Get out of that garbage! Look at that one. Hello. Hello, miss. Hello, miss. Hi there. Hello, miss. Excuse me. Hi there. How you doing? A minute of your time. How you doing? Hello, miss. I wouldn't throw her out of bed for, aging. No, sir. I guess not. You know what I'd like to do to her, guys? What? Take her out to a little black and white foreign film. The kind with subtitles? Oui, monsieur. Then afterwards, I drive her home, all the way, if you know what I mean. I think I do. And I wouldn't leave her house until I saw her safely to her door. Ooh, killer fish! Love monkey, yeah! Hey, you guys know what I like to do? What? What do you like? I like to find a girl. Whoa! Oh, a woman. Who's, still having problems with her ex-boyfriend? I've heard of that. And then we, work them out together. Two of you? Alone. In a bistro. He was a bastard to you. More coffee, more coffee, more coffee. Hey. I'd like to meet her parents. Yeah. I wouldn't throw her out of bed for aging. No way. End up feeling insecure about it? All right. Yeah. You know what I like? You know what I like? What do you like, man? I like to meet a girl. Whoa. Oh, a woman. Get her back to my place. Get her on the bed, under the covers, then have her read all the poems she's ever written. Oh, yeah. Dim the lights and break out the haikus. Make it rhyme, sister. Make it rhyme. Yes. You guys know that new receptionist who works out front? Oh, yeah. Woman like that, make you forget about Hiroshima. You know what I like to do to her, guys? What? Date her for about 3 years till we became, I don't know, soulmates. Then when the moment was just right, I'd slip her old man the question, you know, ask for her hand. Yeah. And once we were married in a perfect ceremony, I'd take her to little out-of-the-way suburbs like, Brayside Estate. I saw the brochure. And with my bare hands, I'd build her a house. I'm talking furniture, a spice rack. Oh, a garage. Sure, a garage. Shut up! What? The receptionist is my sister. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, man. I was just speaking off. Yeah, speaking about my sister. Yeah, well, it's not like you look alike or anything. Yeah, well, if you ever study cheek structure, maybe you notice these things. Yeah, but still, I wouldn't throw her out of bed for aging. And, feeling insecure about it? Huh? I guess not. Come on, guys, let's go back and kill some more cows. Yeah.
buddy. Don't panic. I mean, I'm only crushing your head. Oh, working stiff.
Say, boys, how's it going down at the plant? And how are those helmets doing?
Not so good. Now I'm crushing your head. I crush your head. Crush, crush, crush. Hey, you know what you are? You're a yuppie. That's right. I just made that word up. It's my word. And I'm crushing your head, yuppie. Wait. Where do you idiots come from to get your head so terribly crushed?
Brian? You back in time for dinner?
Mom, we just ate dinner.
I don't mind. I'll put a plate in the oven.
Mom, don't. We just ate.
Brian, I don't mind.
Gotta go, Mom.
Well, don't blame me if it's all dried out. Well, I must admit that I was completely floored when my middle son, Brian, dropped his bombshell on my husband, Gordon, and I the other night. We were sitting around the kitchen table having a lovely cup of coffee, and I just asked Brian whether or not he wanted some more sugar and why he wasn't married. Well, he looked at me for the longest time, and then he said, Mom, I want you to think of your very worst nightmare. So, of course, I imagined losing my family in a fire. Well, that wasn't good enough for him. He continued to stare at me in an almost, well, psychotic manner. And then he said, Mom, no, make it worse. So, of course, I imagined setting the fire that killed my family. So when Brian finally told Gordon and I that he was that he was shy, I was almost relieved. Better that than killing my family in a fire for no apparent reason. I suppose it's more difficult on the men, you know, because they wonder where they went wrong, question their own sexuality, their own manhood, blame themselves. Of course, Gordon has found a way to blame me. He says that I smothered Brian with too much affection. Well, if too much love is a sin, then I guess I'm going to hell. At least Brian will have some company there. I told Brian that I don't want him to change now that he's, well, you know, in show business. Because I don't know what I'd ever do if I came home and found him in a dress. There isn't enough volunteer work on earth to help a mother through that. You know, it's just that, well, I just hope that he's practicing no sex. Like his father. Not that I'm judging Brian, I'm not. It's just that I didn't know any of, you know, them when I was growing up. I had a good Christian girlhood. I didn't even know Christ was a Jew until I was 21. The most exotic people in our neighborhood was a Dutch family. My mother called them niggers. I wonder what Gordon is thinking now.
Is that you, Attila?
Yes, Brian. Brian, I have an idea. Tonight, I dress you up like a woman, but I make love to you like a man.
Excellent. Hey, I've got my dad's car. It's a Cordova. Come on.
Oh, I wish I drank. I wish I was one of those bingo women, you know. One of those bingo women with the bleached blonde hair, unfiltered cigarettes, hockey jacket, and a welfare scam. And all day long I'd say bingo. And I'd call it out, too, wherever I was, even when I wasn't playing. Bingo, I'd say. Bingo! Hello, Mrs. Morton. Bingo to you. That was a lovely sermon, Reverend Wilson. Bingo to you and your family. Bingo, bingo, bingo. I'd start to talk in a southern accent. And they'd call me that crazy lady. The one with the bachelor son. And the neighbors would throw rocks at me as I shuffled down the street in my filthy bathrobe, clutching coupons for crackers and soap and hacking up blood. Oh, Gordon would leave me for a younger woman or a man. And I'd end up living in a shopping cart at the end of the block where the fields begin. I'd rub cherries on my lips and cheeks to feel pretty. And wear sausages in a link around my neck. On Saturday night, when my son Brian came to visit with his traveling companion. It's Gordon I worry about, though. He is obsessed with this thing. He's like a dog worrying a bone. Penny for your thoughts, dear.
Where over the rainbow, la 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 la.
You know, Attila,
Yes, drive.
you remind me of my father.
Well, thank you very much for a wonderful evening. I had a lovely time. Good night.
So are you going to sleep with me or what?
No, I'm not going to sleep with you. I hadn't thought about sleeping with you, actually.
It's because I have a cabbage for a head, isn't it?
No, I don't judge people on their race, creed, or color.
Unless they have a cabbage for a head, which I do.
Well, I'd hardly noticed. Someone had to point it out to me.
Which they're awful quick to on account of it's so freaky to them. Like at the restaurant.
You know, I don't think anyone would have noticed if you hadn't screamed, I bet we got such a shitty table because I have a cabbage for a head.
So, what's the word on that, good night nookie?
I don't think so.
I had a bad childhood. Yeah, the other kids wouldn't let me join in all their playful games.
Oh, that's terrible.
My dad, the farmer, got drunk, tried to harvest my head. Could be true.
I'm sorry.
So how about it? The mummy and the daddy dance?
A flat no.
Hey, I'd do you if you had turnip tits.
Look, I don't love you. I don't even like you, all right?
Doesn't really matter.
Look, if I slept with you, it would only be out of pity, okay?
Hey, I'm the king of the Mercy Five.
I'm sorry.
At least let me come in and water my head. Otherwise, I'll go bald.
All right, you can can come in for 5 minutes, but that's it. I'm tired.
Yeah, in and out real quick.
Then no! All right, 1 glass of water.
Hey, listen, if Mr. Baker's dough doesn't rise, don't blame me. Blame my cabbage head.
And now, a story. I seem to remember a time, and that weren't too long ago, you understand, that all my friends would treat me like a king. First thing in the morning, when I got up, I would get up and go out of my little one-bedroom apartment, the one that Frank had spent weeks helping me to find. And I'd turn to walk down to the bathroom, the same one that Heather insisted on cleaning for me every time she brought over cakes from her bakery for me to eat. And as I opened the door, if I wasn't quite awake, I'd nearly trip over the small pile of notes, knickknacks, and presents that had been deposited by my dearest friends overnight. And this morning, as I examined the scraps of Valentines and gifts, I sighed with inner contentment at the bounty of friendship left for me. And I wondered aloud, as I did every morning, whether I could be any happier. And I was gratified to hear, as I did every morning, the muffled giggle of some friend who had decided to wait downstairs to see if I was happy. My duty done, I set a course straight for the washroom, where I found a bubble bath already steaming. I gently closed the door and slid my body into it. Suddenly, from down the hall, I heard a shriek of something that sounded like anger. Imagine my surprise a second later when I actually heard a great fist punch the door and then begin banging the wood. I gave a silent thanks for locked doors. And even more vulgar than this huge voice began to shout. And me, barely awake, "Hey, you fucking asshole, get the fuck out of my bath." Well, I could barely answer. Who was this person? "Yes," I said, in a voice clear enough for him to recognize and apologize. "What is it?" I said, "Get the fuck out of my bath before I break down this fucking door." Well, I was stymied. This was no friend. "Who are you?" I asked, stressing each syllable just in case they missed who I was the first time. "Who the fuck are you?" came his hasty reply. "Well, I'm a friend," I said. "Whose friend?" he screamed. "Well, I'm everybody's friend," I said a little defensively. There was a second of silence, and then the door seemed to lift off its hinges. And this man I'd never seen before stood before me. He was bigger than I was. He was bigger than most people. I thought he was finally ready to apologize. But instead, he reached into the bathtub and grabbed my arm and sent me hurtling across the tiles until my back lay against the radiator. My back started to burn, and I remembered I wanted to leave. But the man, he wouldn't let me. He put his knee on my chest and began to yell even louder. "You ever fucking do that again and I'll fucking kill ya," he said, punctuating his speech with head slaps. I stood up. The suds from the bubble bath ran down my belly and dripped off my penis. "You've got a needle dick," he said spitefully. I didn't know how to answer. I spent the rest of that day in my room, and the next morning when I got up to go to work, there were no notes for me and my life had changed forever.
Tommy.
Hi.
that's okay. What's wrong?
Lori threw me out. Oh, God. There's no warning, you know, nothing. We're just sitting having dinner, talking about our day.
That's horrible. I don't know what to say.
Just gets upstairs, throw all my stuff in the hallway. Oh, God. Oh, I must have retraced my steps 1,000 times, you know. Just trying to figure out if it was something I did. But everything has seemed so perfect. Right from our first date. Order anything you'd like. I think I'm gonna have the job. Waiter, is there anything you'd recommend? Living with Lori was the happiest time of my life.
Temperature dropping.
Honey, I'm gonna make some more coffee. Would you like some?
No thanks.
Are you sure? It's no problem. Really?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, Lori. Hey, it's okay if I sleep here tonight?
No, that's the problem. See, I don't have a bed for you.
Wait, isn't this couch full now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, sure it does.
No,
Come on, look.
Oh.
Breakfast.
Hey! Old lady! I'm crushing your head! I beg your pardon? I'm just crushing the heads that need to get crushed, like yours, madam.
My head is perfectly fine, thank you.
No, it's not. It's shaped like an acorn. Can I flatten it for you? Wait. No. Come on. Take out your dentures. It'll be fun. I'll crush your head. Get out of the way, old lady. Your head is serious trouble. I'm crushing your head. No, I'm crushing your head. No, I'm crushing your head. How can you when yours is already flat? Victory! Not a chance. Victory, I crushed your head. No, you didn't. My head is fine. I'm number one. No, your number's flat. I'm number one. Sure, it's getting crowded around here. Crush you.
They say that the notion of love at first sight is an impossible idea. Now, I may have been born yesterday, but I still went shopping. It happened. Well, it happened to me. Oh, it was years ago when I was living in Baghdad. On the day in question, it was a sexy, sunny, Iraqi day. And I was lounging about the pool at the Danish consulate wearing next to nothing. Oh. In fact, at one point, all I was wearing was a diplomat's hat. It was a crazy, crazy time for me. I was the top male model for an Egyptian line of jeans. And my face and figure were plastered on billboards all over the Middle East. And still the fighting continued. The man came striding into the pool area like the Colossus of Rhodes.
and shot me a look of raw passion that heroes have been shooting at heroes for thousands and thousands of years. I froze. And buried my face in a copy of Omar Khayyam's Kubla Khan. But it was upside down, so I feigned dyslexia. He saw right through my onion skin charade and dove into the pool fully clothed. And in one clean, swift movement, he was there, beside me. A pepper mill looking for his salt cellar. Oh, yes, Serge was black, which is odd, don't you think, him being Danish and all? But I figure if the French can worship Jerry Lewis and the Turks can invent the croissant, anything's possible in this crazy, crazy world. I turned to Serge, and with the spontaneity of champagne in a slipper, I said, I need a lover. And that was it. We were together for 6 months, which in heterosexual terms is 3 reincarnations of the same mate. But Serge is dead to me now. They're all dead to me now. He walked out of my life and smack into the front of a bus. All my lovers have been killed by buses. I really must get a place in the country. Oh, well, live and learn. You know, it's hard for a faggot to take risks nowadays, but you've got to try. For example, you know that feeling you get when you don't know whether it's going to be a shit or a fart, but you let her rip anyway? To use that analogy to a heterosexual audience because whenever you mention anything remotely anal, they always rush out to vacuum their car. It all reminds me of something that Molière once said to Guy de Maupassant in a cafe in Vienna. That's nice. You should write it down. Time. Well, this was our 5th date, and may I say it was magical? They've all been magical. First day was the best, but they've been getting better. They're better than best. They're bester.
Why, thank you. I think I can honestly say that these evenings have all been magical for me as well.
I have something I'd like to ask you. Though I don't know. Maybe I don't have the right to ask. But then, should I live life as a coward? Live a living hell of unanswered questions? Or shall I rage forward into the still waters of my future, letting my wake ripple where it may, perhaps tossing the metaphoric boats of less daring souls aside?
Please, ask me.
I don't know if I should.
Ask me.
I really don't. Do you love me?
I love your joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre.
Your level-headedness and yet your quirky sense of fun.
Then you love me?
I love your righteous indignation, your moral outrage, and still, your compassion for the failings of others.
So you love me?
I love your hair. Oh, there are so many things about you that I love.
But me?
Do you love me?
No, I don't love you.
But you said you loved everything about me.
I know it's funny, isn't it?
How could you love everything about me and not love me?
Well, take the tree, for example. I can love the roots of the tree, each tangled, each elated fiber. And I can love the trunk of the tree and the bark that surrounds. And I can be enthralled by the branches, each bud, twig, and leaf. But put them all together and nothing. Icky, icky tree. I hate that tree. And it's very much the same with you. But I love all your component parts, honestly, I do.
Well, you love all my parts. You must like me an awful lot.
No, that's the blank, unholy irony of it. I don't even like you. Will you marry me?
No, I will not marry you.
Push, that's a relief. Well, I guess I'll pick you up Wednesday for the ballet, huh, darling?
No, Owen, for I cannot see you anymore.
But why?
Because you don't like me. How can I see someone who doesn't even like me?
Gee, I guess I never really thought of it like that. I guess my problem is I don't take the time to step back from things and see them for what they really are.
I was reading in the obituaries the other day, June.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, and I see that Miss Ida Kincaid has passed away.
Oh,
Cancer.
sad.
Sad.
Cancer.
Oh,
sad. Oh,
cancer.
Oh, cancer is
It's
sad.
a very sad
Oh,
thing, you know, dear.
cancer.
Cancer.
Oh, and my daughter Janie.
Oh, is Janie dead?
Oh, no, she's getting married, dear.
Oh, how wonderful for you. Oh, but you must be so...
Mom.
Oh, hi, son. Have you met my son, Rusty?
No.
He's just finished high school, but he hasn't found a job yet. He doesn't know what direction he's going in, but I'm sure once he does, he'll go in that direction directly. Perhaps he...
Mom, get off my back.
Was I on your back, son?
Little bit.
I'm sorry. Have you met my friend, Mrs. Wilson?
No. No, I haven't.
Well, her daughter Janie is getting married. Do you know Janie?
Oh. No, I don't. But if she's anything like her mother, I'm sure she's quite ravishing. Mom, I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, I better get you something to eat then.
Well, let me help you in the kitchen there, June.
No. You stay here.
Yes, you stay put. Now, Rusty, you make sure Mrs. Wilson doesn't get bored.
Okay.
So, where have you been hiding all these years?
Oh, Rusty, I haven't exactly been hiding. I've been writing for the church newsletter for 34 years.
Wow.
Oh,
I think words are just so sensual.
oh. Are you a bit of a scribbler, dear?
Yeah, I've got some poems on restlessness in my jean jacket. I'll read you about...
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I just never read a friend's work.
So I'm a friend then, am I?
Oh, I'm fond of the whole family, dear.
It's not much of a family, is it? Just me and my mom. And I'm the black sheep. Does that scare you?
No.
I want you.
I've got a fistful of finger sandwiches. do now that Janie is dead?
Mom, I'm thirsty.
Are you thirsty? Oh, I bring sandwiches. I don't bring anything to drink. Where was my head? Oh, I'll get you something. What would you like, son?
I'll have a root beer, Mom.
And for you, dear?
And for the lady, Brandy Alexander.
Brandy Alexander.
Oh, my! What a lovely view of the construction your mother has across the street.
My, the light really brings out the blue in your hair.
It's just a rinse.
It's hot in here, isn't it?
I can't recall a hotter January.
Here, let me help you with your sweater clip. Oops, the wind. I'm on fire. Let me run through your sprinkler.
Stop it, Rusty, stop it! You don't want an old relic like me. You need a younger gal.
I've dated younger women. Women 40, 50. They're children. It's you I want.
Oh,
I couldn't find any brandy anywhere for the life of me. But I did manage to find a tray of martinis in the crisper.
Mom, there's an off chance I might want to watch TV later.
Oh, then I better go leaf through the TV guide with a highlighter then.
oh, Rusty, how can it work? You have no job, no future.
Sure, we might have to live in the garage for a while. But that's okay. I got my own little fridge.
Oh, they'd laugh us out of town.
You're right. We'll have to run away together.
My ankles would never make the trip.
I would carry you to the ends of the earth.
Oh, well, look who happened to drop by. I found her pacing on the porch. You know Mrs. Beamish, don't you, Rusty?
Hello, Barbara.
Barbara?
Helen.
Rusty?
I see you got the walker.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'm sorry about your hip.
It was worth it. Well, Rusty, I guess you won't be running through my sprinkler anymore. Oh, the sprinkler. Oh, the water. Oh, the fire. Oh, my hip.
Mom, you're looking sleepy.
Am I?
Yeah, your eyes are getting heavy.
Are they real?
Let me explain. Some men search their whole life to find love, and I was lucky enough to find 2 women in 1 semester. Am I in heaven or am I in hell?
Wake up, June, dear. I've got to go.
Are you going?
Yes, I must, dear.
Oh, well, thanks for coming to Tina. You will come again tomorrow, won't you?
Won't you?
I'm not a plaything. I'm a senior. You've got to learn the difference.
Then teach me, teacher.
Maybe.
What a lovely tea.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is David Foley, and I am a man with an unusual power. A power that I myself little suspected I possessed. I chanced upon it quite by accident one summer while doing a little bit of volunteer dentistry for the river people of Botswana. I discovered that I had the ability to induce honesty in my fellow man. So now, For the scientists amongst you, a confession. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Dave. What's up? What's up? Did something happen? Did something happen I should know about? Well, if it did, tell me. Dave, I didn't do anything. Dave, I didn't do anything. You're wasting your time. I didn't do anything, all right? Wait, you don't think I had anything to do with that bit of business up at the mine now, do you?
Because I didn't. I was nowhere near the mine. I don't even know where that mine is, David. Ah, it's hot in here. Don't you find it hot in here, David? Now, David, you stop looking at me like that, because I'm telling you honestly, I was nowhere near the mine. If you don't believe me, why don't you go ask Bobby Joe and Timmy Ray, because I was with them all afternoon. We was playing cards. Now, go on. Go on, ask them. They'll tell you I was nowhere near the mine, David. I swear to God, I didn't do anything. David, I swear to God. Now, you got to... All right, I did it. I did it. But I had to do it. I was being controlled. Being controlled by Mr. Vitalis. Come on out, Mr. Vitalis. Tell him what you made me do.
Well, Mr. Vitalis is shy. But that don't mean he ain't evil, David. I don't think you want to go messing with Mr. Vitalis. I'd do it again. Wasn't my choice.
Come on, David. I told you I did it. I was being controlled. Dave, I did it. Can I go now? I did it. All right, I did it. Come on. Believe I did it. All right, I did it. I mean, all right, I didn't do it. I don't even know the hell I'm confessing to.
Thank you. When I first met Sportza, she was standing with her nose pressed up against the used bookstore window. Beneath her arm were some flowers. And oh yeah, she was naked. Well, she was more than naked. She was naked for Jesus. That night at Sportza's house, I undressed and we witnessed together. And the next morning, when I looked up at the sky, or at least that part of her ceiling where I thought the sky might be, that's when I vowed to remain naked. Naked for Jesus. Just last week, I was driving along in my usual enlightened state when a peace officer pulled me over. He was going to arrest me, but when I explained to him of my newfound faith, he let me go. In fact, now, Officer Woodward walks his beat, naked. Naked for Jesus. And we're not alone. I see a time coming when people from all walks of life rise up and strip down. I see doctors and lawyers, management trainees, pharmacists and socialists united. I see cowboys and Indians, farmers, drifters, whole choirs, all standing, naked, naked for Jesus. So when you go home tonight and undress, be it to shower or to sleep, take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I merely naked or am I...
We didn't even talk. We just watched the Flintstones.
It's always that way. The last time you see someone, you just wish that you said more.
Well, yeah, but it's not like you know it's going to be the last time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you knew it was going to be the last time, then... Well, you'd say something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Stuff I remember about Reg is the little stuff. You know, like the way he'd always make sure you had a lift home.
Yeah. Even if you had your own car with you, he'd still insist on giving you a lift. Of course, the next day you'd have to go back to your car. But he'd give you a lift then, too, if he could.
Oh, sure, if he would.
Yeah.
To Reg.
God, he could skate. I never saw a man more graceful in 2 blades and a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
Remember his hair?
Oh, yeah.
It was always perfect.
Yet you never saw him with a comb.
I can't believe he's dead.
To Reg.
Yeah.
Gee, you know, guys, seems like only yesterday we were just a bunch of kids hanging out and getting Slurpees. Next thing you know, we all got jobs.
Or girlfriends. Next thing you know, they're moving in with you.
Next thing you know, you're out buying piano wire. Good, strong piano wire and sneaking up on old Reg while he reads.
Jobs become careers.
Girlfriends become wives.
And Reg becomes a lifeless corpse in your arms.
Kind of makes you think about the fragility of human life. Yeah, not really. Remember how he fought back?
When I death grip almost broke my wrist.
Easy to beat up, hard to kill.
I wonder where he is now.
What? He's in a shallow grave.
Yeah, up by the tracks, don't you remember?
Oh, no. I know where his corpse is. I meant spiritually. I wonder where his soul is.
You know, guys, I like to think that if there is a heaven, our buddy Reg is up there, helping folks out and maybe even jamming with Jimmy.
I didn't know Reg could play guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was great.
This goes to show you. You kill a guy, fold him up, stuff him in your trunk, and still you don't really know him.
Although you get to know a guy pretty quick when you watch him beg for mercy, eh?
They're good friends.
To good times and to ritualistic murders.
That's it. I quit. I'll retire. I will crush no more heads. The plane has a broad. What a head! What a head! Oh, he's gone! What an opportunity missed! Gee! Oh, that was trophy material. No, I will crush your head. My little cabbage friend. But first, I practice. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing... You'll do. I'm crushing your head, Mr. Businessman. See that? Your head's flat. Your mother's still dressing you. She should have just crushed your head. Good night.